What's the score at, Beef?
4-2.
4-2.
It's not looking good. What period is it in?
We're in the third.
Geez, man. Next thing, you know what I'll start doing in the future when I know there's a Leaf game? We'll just put it on the TV in the back.
Get
it can
the
run with
ticker going, eh?
No
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And then,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, there's no. I should have done that.
I'm gonna have to switch spots then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll put you in a different spot. Yeah.
Like
Pete,
right over there.
Pete, did you ever notice me and Kev looking at each other when they score and we're both just fucking mouthing to each other with this?
Yeah, I do notice it. Yeah.
What's going on in the game?
So, like, if it was right there on the screen, and then all of a sudden, like, you guys cheer in the middle of one of my genius jokes, I won't mind because I understand you're left for the Leafs. I was born here. I know it. Leafs just broken my heart so many times. I can't admit I'm just exactly the same when I watch them.
I thought you were a Jersey fan. I really did.
I was in New Jersey. This is how it goes.
When they won the cup, I remember.
Okay, but that's
fucking bandwagon.
I was not. This is this is the problem. The problem is they won the cup, and that's what people say. But I like them when they. If you look at my jersey that I bought, it's got green on the top.
Oh, nice.
So I was there with Brendan Shanahan.
Oh, nice.
I was
young Scott Stevens.
Yeah, young
Baby
Scott
face,
Stevens, and they had some great defensemen on that team. Great defensemen on that team. You know what? We should get. We got.
Who's that guy laughing?
The Charters robot is unrecognizable. If the people have only watched last week's show, this guy was just literally like an Elvis bust on it. Like he was nailed to that board back there.
It was fresh.
Like, and now he's come to life. But it's the same fella it was introduced on last week's show. That's Charters robot right there.
Hey, Charters.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
Rooster 2K13.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what he is. Yeah, great model, eh? This is
Evolution, baby.
What? He's great, right?
He's on fire.
Yeah, we have a big show, and Charters Robot's going to be on it the entire show. He's really the co-host of the program going forward now. I think that there's no reason why this guy can't be
co-host,
my regular co-host.
Yeah.
What I've done here is I took my buddy, and I made a mechanical version of him out of spare parts I found lying around my house, and he's here every week. It's like way better than the real guy.
He's reliable.
No.
He's guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed.
No.
Yeah, he disagrees a lot, but you know what? He always like a good tickle, eh, buddy?
Oh, that got him.
Yeah.
That got him.
He likes a good tickle.
Well, he's tucked in right near you.
Yeah, I like him right here.
Right on your shoulder.
He's he's alarming because I walk in the shed. This is my office during the week too.
He is alarming.
And every time I walk in here, like to do some of my work, I just walk in and I always am shocked by this thing that's sitting beside my desk. It is one of my favorite thing I've done in the world. But you know what? Let's play with this guy in a little bit. But we gotta get the show started. And are we doing the real live one, or are we doing the recorded? What do you think?
I don't know.
We just got like all choked up on the guitar, so I started being like, okay, is a theme song going to happen here, or is this going to? Because Kevin's on a button right there. There's like,
let's try it.
I have a
we didn't practice it.
Well, let me get my slap rattle then.
Yeah. Why wouldn't we? Remember how to do this?
Let's brush off the old live theme song, boys. Do you know how it goes?
I think so.
Hit it. You know what? That one felt good even on the slap rattle, man.
Yeah.
I always fuck up the slap rattle.
Nailed it.
Oh, I felt it that time, guys. That was nice. That was right back to it. Welcome, everybody, to the Live from the Dutch Hall.
Woo-woo.
I'm your host, Pete Van Dyke, and two-time President's Club Award winner. I keep forgetting to tell people that. Because no one cares.
Where are they?
They're in my church.
Oh,
that I haven't.
I did like looking at them.
I know. You know what? I'm going to go get them.
Get them up on a mantle.
I have to somehow spotlight my future glory.
Yes, spotlights are key.
Right now, all I have is Char's mustache with a spotlight on it, you know? That's the only thing that I have.
I don't know. I see a nice spotlight over Kev's head with the Van Dyke jersey. It's new to me, and I love it.
Well, I'm glad you brought attention to it, Michael. And by the way, this is, if those of you listening at home hear that majestic voice, that is the voice of my cousin Michael Bow, our band leader. Let's hear it for him.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good to be in here. What a crew.
And, of course, running the sound machine back again after hiatus. He grew some balls this week. Kevin Van Dungeon's here.
There he is.
Sorry, Kev. Of course, we don't want to put you in an unsafe situation. And back again, we put him in the smoker's seat. It's Derek, Big Dong, the Beaver Van Houten.
Yeah, buddy.
Hanging low.
Hello.
Oh, it's in
Back
the
again.
applause.
And this is the...
There it is.
There it
Oh,
is.
short one. The crowd just stopped abruptly, eh? They got
They were
sick of
shocked
Beaver
by my
quickly.
penis size.
Short like beef, but not his cock.
Yeah.
It went in their mouth, Beaver. All of a sudden, they're cheering, and then they stop. Oh.
Yeah, you deep throat the audience there.
You deep throw the whole audience. Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, then a real treat. Back after a long hiatus, my very favorite from Crown the Lion and the Nocturnal Emissions, Whiskey Wes Higgins
Yeah,
is
there he
here.
is. There he is.
Oh, yeah. Almost to the end there.
Almost.
To the end, you got it. That's high praise from the sound guy.
You got a good one.
Soundboard guy.
No worries.
Yeah, he gives you what he thinks you deserve, and Beaver deserved only till, and we got, the rest of it was no way.
I'm jealous.
I got to pause.
I'm jealous of that wiener.
Oh, and sorry, that's everybody. That except for my co-host, as always, sitting beside me, ladies and gentlemen. Rooster 2K13 Charters Robot, everyone.
Yeah.
The Red Brock.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
He's back again.
Charters, tell us what you think of Pete.
Oh, I don't know if he has
No.
thoughts. I don't know
No?
if he has thoughts. You know
No.
what? I do want to talk. Let's just tell one story. I think that Charters is good for about one story a week. I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah, I like this.
Because I can download, as it turns out, I can download a certain amount of stuff for him to say, and then the soundboard only lets me put so much in, and then it starts being a dick. But so he's only got limited things. But this week he was really interested in talking about. He wants to tell me a story about something about the Belgian Hall.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he wants to talk about the Belgian Hall. Is what he said.
Yeah, I have like a vague recollection.
You remember that you told me about that you wanted to tell me a story about the Belgian Hall. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I have like a vague recollection.
Okay, if you get that vague recollection, what would the recollection be, Dave?
Look deep into his eyes and say it.
Last memory of that, Belgian Hall is just staring into Michael's eyes across our guitars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You got nothing else to say?
It was all of me, Michael.
Wow. That is something. Do you remember that, Beaver?
Oh, my God, I just did it. I just clued into that.
That was your wedding.
That was. Oh, shit.
Michael remembers, right?
Yeah, I'm haunted by it.
How did it...
That night where I forced Charters and Bozy to sing Sweet Nothings to my wife while I danced with her.
Yeah.
And-
How did it sound, Dave? How did that sound? That song he was singing, "Sweet Nothing," at Beaver's wedding there.
Sounded fucking great.
It did sound great.
Yeah. This guy's got awesome, eh? See, that's one story, one nice one about. I thought you're in the hall there. He tells a nice story about you.
I didn't think it would be about that at the Belgium Hall. That's one I guess I kind of tucked in the back pocket. No offense, Beef.
No,
But
hey,
I was staring at Dave the whole time, and we were singing a fucking love song to each other. It was really odd. I remember getting off the stage and the tables in front of us just being like, "That was awesome, guys, but I can't believe you just did that."
and
Last memory of that, Belgian Hall is just staring into Michael's eyes across our guitars.
We also crossed something in the bathroom.
Oh,
after
I
that.
bet. Fuck. I can't believe my wife asked you to do that. That was 100% her.
Hey, we did it.
And you guys nailed it.
For Julie.
And
it was all of me, Michael. It was all of me, Michael. It was all of me, Mike.
Anyways, he loves it. He loves it. He's my favorite. Charters Robot. Everybody's doing great.
Woo, woo, woo.
And so this time for this week's show, we got a lot of stuff planned. This is like if we were going to do everything we wanted to do, we definitely have a song. We usually open with a song, but you know what, you buggers, you ones that are expecting a song, I wanted you to watch a little bit, and we have one concurrent viewer right now. It's
stuck with?
Not enough.
No, that's not enough.
We had two, and one of them said, fuck it, right off the
Not
top.
to downplay the one person, though.
No, the one person's our favorite. Say something, one person, text with me, we'll know who you are. But I'm just saying, we're going to put it a little deeper in the program, give people a teaser to say.
Yeah, just let them think.
We also have this, it's a bin here. I don't know if I can put it up. It's called
You Know What They Say.
You Know What They Say. It's a You Know What They Say bucket.
Is that an old Folgers?
It's an
coffee?
old Folgers coffee cup.
I like it.
I used to. What I did one time was I made some homemade hash.
Yep.
And I put it in there, and I made it wrong, and it just sat there unsmoked. So I dumped it, and I put these pieces of paper in there, and these pieces of paper are like I took sayings, old sayings, and I updated them to make them modern for today.
That's tricky.
Because they're like old sayings, and I just change them. So now, anytime you think the show's kind of stalling or going nowhere, or if you just don't like what people are talking about and you want to change direction, you just say, you know what they say, Pete?
Yeah, it's a nice safety blanket.
I like this.
And then I'll have to pull out of here one of these sayings, or somebody can pull out of there. I don't care who reads it. And then we read one of the sayings.
I like your style here.
If we reach in and pull out, do we get high as well?
Ooh.
You might.
From the old hash?
The old hash. You can go take
this game.
Take the new saying home and roll it up in whatever you want. Smoke this paper. And who knows?
Why wouldn't you?
It's worth a try.
Crazy not to.
It's one of the things that the government is not against in these times.
Oh, okay.
Go home and smoke whatever you want.
Smoke your brains out.
Paper.
Smoke paper that you rolled up and wrote old sayings on.
That's allowed.
In a shed with your friends in a row.
The one thing. Hey, we're going to get a curfew here, so fuck.
I know.
You better start smoking your brains out.
That's what I mean. This is serious. It's martial law. Look, Mike's already got it.
Yeah,
got it.
already.
Yeah.
It's like
hey, just so everybody knows, at the Dutch Hall, we got a nice COVID-friendly, safe distance between us all. So we're still within reason.
Yeah.
We're not being illegal.
No, we're also doing it's called an essential service
to certain people
in God's work.
Yeah.
We got to entertain, right?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Safe distances.
Curing people with laughter.
So I don't know. Who cares? We're probably all going to die. So let's just have a good time while we're still here for a bit. So the game. Oh, can I tell you what the game? Why I thought of the game?
Why'd you think?
Yeah.
It was because I kept getting this story stuck in my head, and it's like I didn't hear the story. It's just a story I made up, and I made it up like a long time ago. I think I was telling jokes to my kids, and I made this stupid joke up, and then it just gets stuck in my head sometimes. Like it's just always in there. So this is the joke. Okay, it's not really a joke. It's a story. There's this she's like a really, really like a genius, beautiful genius woman, She's a beautiful genius, But she had humble beginnings and she had real crooked teeth, when she was young. And then she's so self-conscious about her teeth, she got her teeth fixed and she was gorgeous, but she still, every time she looked in the mirror, she just saw these horrible teeth, mangled teeth, And she was just haunted by these grotesque teeth, And then
Charters knows.
He knows. So then she ends up going mad, because she's got this genius mind. It just went haywire just thinking about her teeth. And one day she takes a hammer and she smashes her teeth out, and she just goes crazy. She ends up being homeless, living on the streets, But she becomes a prostitute,
Go figure.
Yeah. and then she becomes a prostitute, and then someone notices because she's still very beautiful. They notice her, and they bring her to like this very high class brothel, and she becomes a well sought after prostitute
Because she had no teeth?
No,
Good old Gummer.
Just throwing it out there.
it may or may not be. I don't know. It's a possibility, Michael. That's
Okay.
for sure. And then what happens is this guy, he goes to her because he hears the legend of this toothless girl, but they say like she's great, but whatever you do, you don't want to. She doesn't like you to look at her. She doesn't like you to look at her because she's so embarrassed by her mouth.
Look away, I'm hideous.
Yeah, but she'll like do any dirty, gross. Like she'll let you do whatever you want, like sexually, and she's gifted with those like whatever shards of tooth.
This is
We'll rip your cock right in half.
this is intense.
I don't remember telling this version to my kids.
Yeah, it was a PG-13. This is the 18 plus.
So she's like, so anyways, the curiosity of this fella, he's like so curious of this, of what this sexual experience would be like. But you know how they tell you, don't think of a white rabbit, They're like, don't think of a white rabbit. Well, that's the same thing with this girl. They're like, don't look at her face, don't look at her teeth,
Like Medusa.
like don't look at So the more they say don't do it, the more you're kind of curious. You want to do it, right? So this guy goes into the room and, like things, he asks, what do you want to do? The girl comes in, she's like behind a curtain or whatever. What do you want to do? And she goes, the rules, you don't look at my face or whatever. The guy's like, yeah, I get it. He goes in there, and the curiosity gets the better of him, and he has a good look at it. Like he's banging her or whatever, and he all of a sudden breaks the rules, like flicks the light on and looks at her face, whatever he does. Anyways, the girl goes crazy, and beats him to death with a hammer,
Still got that hammer.
Yeah, same hammer. Anyways, that's the end of the
Charter's ready to
He
take.
liked it.
Yeah, he liked it.
That's
Yeah.
the end of the story?
Yeah, that's the end of the story.
What?
Yeah, you know what the moral of that story is, Michael?
No, I don't.
You never look a gifted whore in the mouth. See?
Charters knows.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets me.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Anyways, that's the you know what they say?
You know what they say.
Then you know what they say. You say bucket was inspired by that story, but they're not all stories in that bucket. They're just short versions of that, of kind of the same sort of shit.
Was that story passed down from generation to generation, or is that your own?
That's a Pete Van Dyke original,
Oh, gee.
and
Copyrighted.
yeah, that's a Pete Van Dyke original. I have one more in the same genre that I've told to my kids, and I've told at an open mic one time
So not Shredder the prostitute.
on Family Day. I told it at an open mic on Family Day because I'm like, I told this joke to my kids, and then I said this is a family joke, and I go, there's these 3 guys walking through the desert, There's like Canadian, American, and a Mexican, right? And then this is a street joke that I wrote for my kids. So there's a Canadian, American, and a Mexican. They're walking through the desert, right, with a cow, and then and they're walking through this desert, and they're just dying of thirst, And then the Mexican guy, unbeknownst to the other 2, drinks the entire canteen of water,
Oof. Prick job move.
And so the other guys are like nearing death, right? And all they got is this sickly looking cow with like a dried up udder. And then you got a Mexican with a full bladder, right? Those are the only 2 sources of liquid in the whole desert. Is this like kind of dried up, flies buzzing around it, a little bit of crusted up shit on a cow's udder, and a Mexican guy's bladder that potentially he's eventually going to have to piss. So those are your 2 choices of what you're going to drink. And the Americans like, I'm going to die of thirst, like, what do I drink? And the Canadian's like, those are your two choices, you got to make it. I'm afraid if it's not one, it's the other.
Just slip that in there.
That's what it is. The Mexican's name was Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We got that right away.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah, that's the joke I wrote for my kids there. Shit all over the other.
The American pick Juan.
What?
The American probably pick Juan.
Yeah, you think so? I don't know. We never got to that part of the story, Beaver. You're the first one that's thought it past the punchline.
I thought about how warm that milk would be.
Yeah.
On the cow.
I think I would drink the cow first, but I would make Juan piss in the canteen.
I think the bladder water would be warm too.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might have a nice cilantro taste to it or something. Maybe some sort of a chili pepper.
Jalapeno.
Yeah. Charles, Robert, do you have any thoughts on the Mexican people?
No.
Come on, you have some thoughts on the Mexican people. I'm pretty sure you do.
No.
I'm pretty sure you do. It's on the second line. It says I have.
You don't have a soft spot for Mexicans.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go. It's right in time. What was it again?
You don't have a soft spot for Mexicans. You don't have a soft spot for Mexicans.
Did you know that he even said that on old shows?
No. It's awesome, man.
That was said on his birthday show. We've been doing this show long enough that you listen to some of the old shows that we did, and we're real uptight about some shit that we would not be uptight about now.
Really?
Yeah, and some stuff we said is like, holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. I know I've had a few of those moments where you go home and just feel shame.
Yeah,
Did I say that?
We can't say that anymore. But either way.
It happens.
It happens. We're
I
on
think
the wrong.
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah. You know what? The thing is that, how old people are wrong, eventually, old people are kind of stuck in their time. They don't get the memos, whatever the young kids are learning. So then they're just like, this all stuff doesn't make any fucking sense. And then they die, right? And then eventually that's us. We're going to go through the same
We're on our way.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point in time do we get credit? Because the old person, on the other side of that, the old person gets credit for being they're just old. That's why they're racist or whatever.
I call it 70.
Yeah. I'm not saying I want to revert to being racist. I just want to revert to the 90s,
Yeah.
Just so I want to be in an old folks' home and I can call my, I don't actually like that. That's a bad example, but I would call my buddy a retard, without making anyone upset.
I don't think wanting because I think I feel the same way as you, wanting to, especially now, especially today, to revert back to the 90s. That would be fun.
Yeah, I don't want to go back.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
not so uptight.
Yeah. Just.
I can't wait for old folks' homes.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I want to see what this bang room's all about.
Oh, Beaver! Fuck off!
Yeah,
Fuck off!
Jesus Christ,
drive
Beaver.
it deep and not know it.
Beaver's golden years are still ahead of him. You know that is true.
He's a big thick cock.
Well, by then, you just hit a button on your phone and it'll do it for you, probably.
I can only hope.
Dude, I remember when I was in the Canary Islands, there was a nude beach, and there was a bunch of old German men on the beach, and it's like the older you get, the gravity's pulling on your dick and your balls, right?
Yeah.
So your dick,
your balls are sagging.
your balls are gross. There's no,
Yeah.
your balls are disgusting.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. But your cock becomes
Looks nice.
more impressive as you grow older.
By then, though, they'll have how they got now called the underwear called sacks, how everything stays together. By then, they'll have a set of underwear where it just holds your balls up, and then just emphasizes everything else.
Like
And
really,
lets your cock swing.
free load,
Yeah,
free swing.
Then it's
Oh,
not.
Beav, you might have to get onto that.
Yeah, I just thought of that now, and it's just
Copyright that
it's
shit.
not. It's not competing against the balls. The balls are just out of
They're
the way.
tucked up in.
Yeah.
Beaver, I think that's genius. And I also, do you mind if I put together a design? And
I would like that actually.
And can I share it with the Dutch audience?
I'd
and-
like that.
And if they want it, this is timestamped. We heard you say it.
Okay.
It's your fucking idea.
It's 100%. It's
like
yours.
I'm not taking this to make millions off it, but I'm saying this thing could change the world.
Yeah. We just got to find a catchy name for it. Like Sax is already taken. I don't need.
That's true. Catchy name will help.
Yeah.
You're gonna take like your huge wrench and you're gonna flop it over top of that little pocket that's holding your balls in. That's what we got to think about a name for that.
Yeah, like a scrotum tuck or something.
It's like you want to. What you're doing is you want to hide your gross balls,
tuck them in there,
and show that wanger.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this thing. Ah, man, there's got to be a
good name for it. Somebody will think of it.
Yeah.
But Beaver came up with the idea.
Yeah,
that's his.
Yeah,
I came up with the technical part of it. Now someone's got to execute.
This is getting real.
It's almost a Dragon's Den pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, I think it's genius.
I think Kevin O'Leary would like it.
Because if you could sit around
hundreds,
because if you could, like, you know how if you're like somewhere and you get a stolen glance of a lady, you know, something you're not supposed to see, like maybe you see up her dress a bit, or you see up her shorts, you know, you see up the leg of her shorts into her underpants or something, you know, the way she's sitting.
And you think, are they white cotton or is it something a little fancy?
Maybe something I haven't even heard of yet.
Yeah.
A nice lace.
Exactly.
Crotchless.
Like a thong. 3/4.
And then your day gets away on you. Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock.
It's midnight.
Yeah.
So, what are they saying?
Exactly.
So,
it's like when that's going to be with Beaver's design. Girls looking at guys, they get like a side.
I'm wearing,
like you were saying about your gut earlier on. It's going to be of the cock.
If you see up my shorts and I'm wearing these underpants that Beaver designed, before when you looked up my shorts, you would, if you saw my dick, it would be eclipsed by the massive skin and folds that is my scrotum. That's disgusting in all regards.
Just get it out of the way.
I mean, nothing but nut.
Nothing but dong.
Nothing but
dong.
And Beaver's design, they're gonna look up my shorts and see a nice shorn dong.
Yeah, because have you ever had a woman say to you, Pete? Have you ever had a woman say, like, describe how good your balls looked?
Never.
No, so just get them out of the way.
Exactly.
You could call
simple.
You could call them Dong Show.
Yeah, there it is.
Wes is cooking.
There
over
it is.
here.
Teamwork.
Is that taken, Wes?
Teamwork.
It is now.
Oh my god.
Copyright that.
Dong show.
Dong show. I like.
Did you just sit there and tick away with that the whole time?
Fucking nailed it.
He's like Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
He sits there and says genius, only genius.
Only.
He wastes no time.
Man, he's efficient. That's why he's my favorite.
That would have taken me. That would have taken me a long time to come up with that.
There would have been
Me too.
It would have.
a think tank of like 40, 50 people.
Yeah.
Wes walks in.
Dong show
Done.
dipshits.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
See ya.
Mic
Those are
drop.
fucking idiots.
walks out of the room shaking his head. You fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots.
Oh man.
Brilliant, Beef. Hey, Pete, what you got in that old mug right there?
Oh, you know what they say, Mike?
Yeah, let's hear.
You know what they say, my first. You know what they say. Let's see what it says. Sticks and stones may break my bones, so please don't hit me with them.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure. Oh.
Nothing. The robot liked it.
Yeah, there it is.
Late. You liked it late. You wanted his palate cleanser?
Yeah.
There's going to be one better than that?
Yeah.
Probably not. Do we have a sad trombone waiting?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, this one's more philosophical.
Philosophical?
The road to hell is, you know what they say?
What do they say?
The road to hell is paved with politicians.
No, that makes sense.
There we go. That sucked too. I want to keep doing it.
Try another.
I want to keep doing it. You know what they say? A hand in the bird is worth two in the bush. Well, that one was good. I got a real laugh from that one.
Can't stop it.
The crowd doesn't know.
Crowd didn't like it at all, but
No.
in the room, I thought that one did okay.
I think you did okay on that.
I replaced it.
Chargers has got his mouth open. He's
a gape. He doesn't know what to think.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to think. I want to do what you know. They say. Let's see this one. I gotta get. We should have ended up. Let's start with that one. No, this one's even worse. I'm not gonna do it. I know that one stinks. Honey catches more. You know what they say? Honey catches more flies than vinegar, but a pile of shit beats them both.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, we'll give you that.
I thought that was him. That's the thing. Sometimes I think the other sound effects are coming out of his mouth.
That's a Norfolk. That's a country joke.
Have you heard that one before?
No, but I just call it.
It sounds like an old man would have said that to me.
Sounds true.
You can throw a baseball around here and hit a pile of manure.
Beaver with another one out of
That one
nowhere.
is brilliant. And right out of nowhere. Can someone write that down? That's so smart.
You can.
The fucking cast is on fire
You
right now.
You can't hit a baseball without hitting a throw a
You
baseball without hitting
You
a
can't
pile
throw a
of manure.
baseball without hitting a pile of manure around here.
That's fucking genius, man.
Oxford
I wanna
County
get-
should have that on their sign.
They should.
Beaver, you should sell that to them.
It stinks like shit in Oxford.
Sure does.
Oh my god.
Hey, you know what they say?
What do they say?
They
They
stinks
say-
like shit in Oxford, and then they truck it all down here.
Our weak soil. Our weak beachy soil.
They won't stop.
It's okay. I like when it runs through. Revenge is a. You know what they say? Revenge is a dish best served with a punch in the face.
Oh, it is.
Yep. More satisfying, at least.
Well, that was a bad throw too because I went really like limp there.
Charter's robot caught it. It's in his gibble.
Oh, look at that! He's an athlete. He's an all around better Charters.
That was a nice catch.
By the way, the actual real person that this man is modeled after has still no idea that this exists.
That there's a him 2.0.
He doesn't know there's even the 1.0. He hasn't heard of any of the
Really?
any of it. No, I've talked to him this week, but only about birds. And then because we're both having
Bird watching?
Yeah, we're both having a big year. No big deal.
He's even got.
Wait a second. I got to ask a question. When you say you're having a big year, what, like on sightings?
Yeah, we're looking at we're keeping track of a few birds. No big deal. Me and
It
Charter-
is no big deal. They're fucking birds.
Yeah, I've seen some beauties though, Mike.
Bozy, it's a big thing around
The
here.
northern
man.
flickers are in. The
I-
northern flickers are in.
I'm just trying to hear all about it.
Oh,
I'm
I was on the way to
interested.
Long Point not too long ago. There's this lady pulled over on the side of fucking that road on the way in.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the
It's
name.
okay. Don't worry.
Anyways, like holding traffic up. Hit the brakes, pull the camera out,
If you have to
There's
stay,
and it just looked like a regular bird, man. But you guys got the eye for...
it's like anything. The more you know about it, the more interesting it is.
True.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Good point.
But if they don't let you do anything or go anywhere, then you gotta like look what's happening around you. And I'm like, well, there's birds. I like that.
There is a shit ton of birds.
And then we watch them, and you're more likely to take care of your yard. You know, you're more likely to be outside looking at where the birds are, so you keep track of the ones you see. But we're really in a cool spot because if you look from the GPS cameras of this area, you can see like there's a big tract. This forest that's like right behind the shed here.
Yeah.
It's like part of a big tract of forest, right? So if the birds are flying from the south, like flying back north again,
They're heading your way.
they're going to be flying over this big tract of green bush versus through a bunch of like subdivisions and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we get like tons of like really cool stuff, especially this time of year. Like you see stuff that doesn't live here, but it's just like going up north. Like it's going to the Arctic or whatever. You
know,
ever seen the Arctic swans when they fly through? They're real noisy.
You know what's crazy, Pete, though, is when I look at a tree, I'm not thinking what birds are in it. I'm thinking, how long is it take me to cut that fucking thing down? You know what I mean? That's just my
Wow.
That's just my perspective on when I'm looking at this. Like, birds land in are always in the trees, right? Bird watchers are always looking in them certain trees of certain species of bird. Where I'm like, fucking, it's gonna take fucking about an hour to cut down. Whereas
To make it into farmland?
Yeah, why?
Or just because you hate trees?
no, just because that's usually when on the farm you looking at a tree, it's in the fucking way. Cut it down. Whereas you guys are like, and you know, really taking a look
You
at
fancy
nature.
boys.
You guys are admiring nature. I appreciate the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I've never looked up at the sky and been like, holy fuck, that's some cool birds. Whereas I'm always like, I don't know where I was going with that,
I'm
but
gonna chop a fucking tree down.
yeah,
I'm gonna kill your home, and I give a fuck about you.
yeah. Whereas you guys are all about enjoying the the
I like-
scenery.
Yeah, I like it. I like to. But would you watch a nature show on TV?
I watch Shark Week.
Yeah,
He's a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah,
you like the Predators, eh? You like,
yeah. I watch Shark Week. It's usually pretty good. They've run out of ways to we're back on the Megalodon. Like that's fucking false. But
How about
have
if
you never watched a David Attenborough?
no,
I love him, man.
Oh, his
No.
voice is enchanting.
He's great, right?
I'll watch any show with him
Oh
on
man,
there.
there's
Nothing
nothing better than
against
like
it.
a lazy Sunday, lying on a couch watching a nice Attenborough.
Oh,
A few
it's like
times
a
through.
warm blanket.
He's just up in the jungle looking at fucking small primates, maybe a gibbon.
It's just weird shit.
yeah. I just look at the
Not for
time.
you, AB.
No, I just look at the time it takes to admire that shit. I'm like, fuck, I get a lot of stuff done in that time. You just sat there for fucking 10 days waiting for a what? A gibba what?
A gibbon.
You want
A
to see a
gibbon?
python eat that gibbon, don't
Fucking
you?
right.
And then build a fucking house on top of it.
Yeah.
We went to we
Yeah,
went on
goodness.
a night hike in Costa Rica through the rainforest, and to see the nighttime animals. It was pretty cool.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That would be pretty cool.
How about if we go right in the forest now after the show, and I'll get
In the forest.
I'll get a flashlight or a lantern. I can get a lantern,
Yeah.
and we'll go in the forest and see if we can find an owl.
I was gonna
You'll
ask.
probably change. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool.
And we'll probably see a deer or a fox or a coyote or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get
Maybe we'll get
attacked by a cougar.
Maybe we'll go get our fucking 12 gauge out and then go.
And that cougar.
You're in a murdering mood.
Yeah, I
Beaver
know,
wants
I
to
know.
ruin the earth, eh?
He's got a big cock eating
Yeah.
fox.
I think that he just.
Well, I've been
Exactly.
watching. I've been heavy on the old Rut Daniels lately. He's what's that Botches kid there, Mitch? You should see him shooting some clays, man. That kid's like Rut Daniels Jr.
Who the fuck is Brett Daniels?
Who's Rut Daniels?
Rut Daniels
I'm
is,
talking about David Attenborough.
Hey.
I'm a pussy.
you'll know is
Rut
Mike
Daniels.
Fishers from
Oh yeah, I know
brother
Mike Fisher.
brother
Who's that? Mike Fisher.
Mike Fisher is a hockey player.
ex Nashville
Oh,
Predators.
the one
ex
married to
Ottawa
Carrie
Sen-
Underwood?
Yes.
You got her. That guy. The
His-
guy that married Carrie Underwood more than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is crazy
Which
because
is-
he was a really good hockey player.
yeah,
and
but no
leader.
one gave him the credit for that because he was married to Carrie
And
Underwood.
he's
And he's
hardcore.
beautiful. He's got such beautiful blue eyes.
Nice flow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, his brother and him have started like this outdoor,
Yeah, he's a real
heavy outdoorsman, and
really
yeah,
nice beef. I'll have to check it out. What's the name again? Rut.
Rut Daniels, Dingo 20.
Rut. What a
That's
name.
his phrase.
Rut.
And that's his brother. That's
Well, that's what
Like
you would
in-law
search.
or something.
No, that's his brother. I think it looks like him.
different dad.
maybe.
Same load.
Yeah,
Rhett Daniels. That is like a made up name. Man.
That's
it's like
made. That's like a stage
yeah,
name.
it's stage name, I think.
it's like Lloyd
That's his-
Cigarettes.
It's like a NASCAR name.
Yeah, Rhett Daniels is a cool.
So if you
It's
look
a cool
at
name,
if you
yeah.
look at Mitchell Van Dyke right now, he looks like Red Daniels.
That's the look.
like Theo Vaughn.
Yes,
Yeah.
except country, not white trash.
What? Theo Vaughn's not white trash.
He's kind of got that. He would admit that he's kind of got a white trash kind
He's
of
just like country. I thought same thing, like small town.
country. He came out of
Louisiana.
huh?
Collins.
Louisiana, right somewhere.
New Orleans, I think.
Just some small town. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's from a small town is like, we're just like we're kind of similar.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
go? You ever go to like a town like you go to didn't you go to Interkip?
Yep.
And you're like, it's just like here.
I love Intercap. Yeah.
And then I went to Seaforth, the same thing. I went to Seaforth and like, this is Delhi, man.
It's very similar. Yeah.
And then I went to I went to one time Blackstock. You ever been to Blackstock?
No, I haven't.
Is that probably
By
is that
Lindsay.
even allowed
By
now?
Lindsay, nice of Peterborough way.
Yeah, up that way, like Eastern Ontario.
What's Blackstock?
It's just a little town.
What about Frogmore?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a town.
tucked in
Yeah,
there.
it's
Oh, I thought it was like an event, kind of like.
Or
No,
near
it's a little
Vienna.
town right by
Oh, okay.
Lindsay, like up by like.
Oh yeah, I've been to Lindsay. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's if you ain't pushing a cart,
I went to the
you're
Blackstock
pushing
Fair.
a cart.
I lived in Owen Sound for a bit, and it was just like here. I liked it a lot about that. I went to high school, and it was like nothing changed.
Lots of fun, eh?
I fit right in.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed very familiar.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm going to start saying? That I'm representing the 519.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start going like that, like Drake. You know, how he's the.
You're
6.
repping the 6.
I'm repping the 519. The 5.
No, it's the 9. You mean?
Oh, the 9 is
repping the 6. 416.
Oh, 416. I gotta be doing the 9,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do the 519 because
519. I like.
I don't care. It's like Rey Mysterio. He's
There
619.
619.
519.
Whatever makes it work. For you.
Yeah, because 519 would be like Windsor, all the way to like Hagersville.
Yeah, you're representing.
Hagersville's not allowed in.
They're out.
They're at 905.
Are they really?
Are they?
Hagersville's 905.
Yeah, but we're becoming like 226 now,
Jarvis
too.
is the cutoff. Jarvis is where
Jarvis
it goes
is
to 905. So they're out.
What's Oswego?
I think they're.
They're 519.
I think they're 519. I think they're in. So and then
That's good. I'm glad they're in.
Brantford's in, and then Woodstock, Guelph, Kitchener-Waterloo. That's all 519. All the way up to Owen Sound 519.
Oh shit, that's a
and then
ways.
all the way up to Goderich 519. You know, like that. You get right to Lake Huron. You get that whole.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you go up that way. I played senior hockey through that loop, North Goderich and all that up there, Clinton. It's
Yeah. It's all 519.
all those guys are the same as us down here. It's just all little towns.
Yeah, St. Mary's.
Farming something different. It's awesome.
Listowel.
Listowel, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
like,
Letterkenny.
Yeah, they're all the same. It really is. It's like there's like the cities, and then there's the rest of us.
Right.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are very similar.
Yeah, the rest of us are similar.
What about the Milverton 4-wheel drivers? That's a real name of a hockey team.
Really?
4-wheel drivers?
That is an awesome
Fucking great rink, great guys, great blue line room,
fucking right.
top notch.
Oh, Milverton.
Milverton.
A shout out to Tracy from Milverton.
There you go.
A listener of the show, eh?
That's a long name. Say that again. Milverton.
The Milverton 4-wheel drivers.
That's a long secondary name. But it's good though.
That's a full jersey on the front.
Full tractor right on the front.
Oh, really?
You think it's a joke, but
That's
they're
cool.
a good team. Fuck.
Four-wheel
Bunch of farm
drivers.
boys. You know, they got a nice fastball diamond
Oh, guaranteed.
right beside the rink. Of course they do.
When I played hockey when I was lending money, we were the Lone Rangers, but it was spelled LOAN, like that, like Lone Rangers.
Did you have like a cool pistol on there though?
No, it was a guy on a horse.
Oh,
You know,
it's all right.
it was black jerseys with like a white guy on a horse. Like the horse is like doing that like on its back legs thing. You know, like the
Hi-Ho Silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we were the Lone Rangers. And my favorite game was we were playing. It was all people that were at that money. And then, but the team we were playing is like OAC 73 is what they were on the game sheet. Because it was the year I was born, 1973. This was the year they graduated.
Okay.
Right? So there were, when they graduated from University of Guelph agricultural program or whatever in 1973, and all these guys were on this team. It was a bunch of wily veterans,
Sounds like
They really knew how to pass the puck. They didn't do a lot of skating. They knew how to pass it.
that's a veteran move.
Yeah.
Smart.
And chippy and dirty, and they knew all the tricks in the book, right? Plus, one of them has a kid that plays like junior B or something like that, and they get the kid on the team.
Ringer.
A ringer with a big fucking mouth, right? So it's like really a dirty game between these guys and us. But what I don't know is there's a couple of guys that work for my lending institution who are on the other team,
Okay.
The one guy's an appraiser, and this appraiser who I need to get to appraise property.
You need his services.
Yeah, he's on the other team, and I didn't know that until after I punched him in the face.
Oh.
Whoopsies.
So you didn't pull out like what they do in Russia with Putin? You didn't let him just win everything and run over you. And
9 goals a game.
No,
Yeah.
we were playing them, and they're being real cocks, and a bunch of guys are getting thrown out on
Pete's
our
like,
team.
fuck you.
Hey, punch
Boom.
first, ask questions later, man.
It was a big scrum, and the guy, I got like a guy's like hand washing your face, and you don't really even think. You just
Just
throw.
drop your. Yeah, you didn't do the wrong
The guy
thing.
just
No, you did
punched
the right
the guy in
thing.
the face,
Yeah.
and then I look, and
Or
then
else it's you.
And
Yeah.
then people are like, "You just punched Bob in the face." I'm like, "Bob who?" And they're like, "Bob whatever,
Or
the
appraiser.
appraiser."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Holy fuck!" that's Bob. It didn't look like him, like he's got a hockey
He
helmet
looks
with
different
a
in the
visor,
gear,
like in
yeah.
the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's ready to face wash your face into the ice. Like, you got to do something.
Yeah, I told him afterwards. I said, Bob, I'm sorry, I'll punch you in the face. I didn't know it was you.
Leave it on the ice.
And he's
That's
like,
what I said.
Did
Yo,
you
no problem.
Did you get better appraisals after that?
And not really, no.
Yeah, you
No,
got
he didn't-
fucked on the appraisals.
We didn't really do a lot of business together after that, to be honest with
So
you.
You didn't gain your
hit
That's
him
no
hard
surprise.
No.
enough. Should hit him harder.
I shouldn't have admitted
would've
that I
been
punched
scared.
him in the face. He
Yeah.
might have not known it was me because there was a bunch of people, right?
Maybe
It
he
was a
didn't
scrum.
like the apology. He respected you because you smashed him.
Yeah, well, don't fuck with me, man. It's the same thing. Like, to be honest with you, this happened to me in high school, too. I was in high school one time. I was in the foyer.
Foyer.
Remember,
The
foyer.
foyer.
The foyer.
The foyer.
That's an American way.
it's one of my favorite things to do to my family is when they say something correctly. Like, they'll go, like, I'll meet you in the foyer. And I go, it's pronounced foyer.
Yeah.
I do the
Duh.
wrong thing all the time. And then I like to, so that you do it so often that they question what's right.
Is it
Yeah.
foyer?
Yeah, I'm fucking my kids up. Just because I'm bored, right? It is a bad thing. Like, they're gonna be so happy to leave. I'm an empty nester in September, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Torment your wife.
I'll have no one to torment.
You-
They're gonna be happy to leave me though.
Charter's robot.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I'll have to invent my kids. I'll have
to invent my
Whole family.
He comes in, it's just a cast of characters always in here.
my children are back again. Hey, they really these versions love their dad. No, my kids are great. Anyways, so we probably I don't really have anything planned.
What, for good old feedback?
Yeah, feedback. You know what?
We
But,
got feedback.
I don't know if you have the power, Beef.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, call it. Beef, do it, man.
Oh, he does have the power.
Oh wait, yeah. You should do it, Beef.
Feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback.
Motherfucking feedback.
Nice, Beef.
Very good. Welcome, everybody. The drill is here in this segment. We usually communicate with our audience. A lot of people were big fans of the debut of the Charters robot. It's pronounced debut.
I like how you're doing this. That's
Yeah.
a new favorite of mine.
It's
Make
I
up
do it
fucking words. It's so fun.
many times
That's
to
all
my
phonics.
kids that I
Yeah.
can't even stop. I can't stop doing it.
I think it's brilliant. I love it.
I correct them all the time wrongly.
It's debut.
It's pronounced debut.
Yes.
If anything's French, the funniest thing in the world to me is Notre Dame. You know, like the
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
but in the United States, it is like commonplace Notre Dame. Like if you were to suggest that it's ridiculous that they pronounce it Notre Dame, right? They would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what am I supposed to pronounce? How am I supposed to pronounce it? Notre Dame?" It's like, well, what the fuck in English is a noter?
Yeah, exactly. R-E, not E-R.
What's that?
There's no such thing as a Notre Dame. There's not. It's not English.
There's that place called New Delhi.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where
We
that
get
is.
mixed up for that a lot.
Yeah.
Delhi,
Yeah.
New Delhi?
We were named after like the place in India.
But that's like pronounced like a place where you get a sandwich.
Yeah, and I know, and it's weird that the original place pronounces it wrong, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah, well.
It's like,
You go to a deli for a
We
sandwich.
improved it.
That's-
Yeah, why
there's
you
no
put-
H in that one.
No, you shouldn't ask English people to pronounce something in a different language and expect us not to use all the letters.
That's right.
That's right.
If you put an H in there, we're going to use the H.
Not into silent letters.
Del Hi. And you know what? It's funner to say. It's more fun to say.
Much
Right?
better.
What do you want to say? Delhi or Delhi? What sounds more
Delhi.
fun?
Hi. Delhi.
Delhi always sounds weird to me, and I always want a sandwich.
Yeah, me too.
I go to Delhi. It's tobacco country. Delhi.
Yeah. And if someone says, like, hey, you're from Delhi, like, this guy, welcome to the stage, this guy's come all the way from Delhi,
Delhi, Ontario.
Ontario.
And you're just like, you're fucked after
Yeah.
that because you're so mad.
Yeah, there's no impact there.
Yeah, it's because,
There's no grunt behind it.
no, and people do say it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, when they do because they never heard of Delhi, right? Because
nobody's heard of it.
Nobody's heard of Delhi. You know, there's no reason to pass through Delhi. Like,
I got a question. Sorry to sidetrack this because this happened a lot in my life. Okay, because exactly what you're saying, nobody knows where Delhi is. When people from, like, say you go on a trip somewhere, where do you say you're from instead of saying you're from Delhi because nobody knows?
Okay,
what's your first choice?
Niagara Falls.
Is that what you say? Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
I go Brantford.
I go Tillsonburg.
Hey, where are we? Where are we though?
Southern Ontario.
No, I'm like
no.
south.
Where are we on vacation though?
Oh yeah, that depends. That's a good point. It depends where you are.
Yeah, because like if I'm somewhere,
let's just say they have no, like they know Toronto. That's it.
Yeah,
which most people know.
Yeah.
Toronto.
So the way I look at it is we got landmarks in a situation like that. There's Toronto, Ottawa, maybe as the capital. You might, and then Niagara Falls as a tourist.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is a good one.
Yeah. And so that's why I go in and then you can go to Detroit or like Buffalo or something. You know, like say we're by those.
You're using the big ones, yeah.
You
A
know,
lot of people know Dover.
Yes,
Dover.
Yeah. Dover's a great one. Yeah, that's
also
true.
because of the touristy thing. Yeah, Dover's a good one.
See, I always say when they say, "Oh, you know, I know where Toronto is," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm nowhere near there. Nowhere near there."
Yeah,
like
I do the same.
They're like, "Oh, okay, so where?"
You know, an hour and a half south of Toronto, but nowhere near there.
Right. I just never say the hour and a half part. It's like,
yeah. But it's true though. Like it's like you might as well be on a different planet.
Yeah.
But the it is like I resist saying that because I just don't want to be associated with it. But it just doesn't seem to be reflective of me. So like I would always say we're from somewhere like that but different. I think if you're in England and you're like outside of London, if you're in a small town that's like an hour and a half away from like London, you would like not want to say London.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah, because you would be like, I'm not one of them.
London, yeah.
Yeah. It's just a different lifestyle. It's a different way of life. It's different pace, different people. You know.
I'll say Lake Erie. I'm right on Lake Erie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. I use that one.
Yeah.
Depending on, like you said, depends on where you are.
What about? I've said Turkey Point too, because some people know that one.
Yeah, I've definitely used Dover. I always use Brantford just because I figure people know Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah,
and then it trickles into hockey talk, which I can do, so I'm usually good then.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
good rolling.
That's just me. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
But I've used Woodstock in London as well quite often. Depends who you're talking to.
Yeah, you and Alexander Graham Bell too. Hey, Brent.
Yeah, Alexander Graham Bell.
The Americans
Telephone.
don't like that though. They don't think he built. That was.
Yeah, they think
they
he stole
think he's
it.
American though.
Yeah, I say Bill's Corners.
Yeah, fucking
you say
right.
Bill's Corners?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
A little
Wycombe.
Yeah, Blaney. I say Blaney.
I like to go if you're not.
You just say Wycombe.
Yeah, how
Yes.
you say it?
What?
Wycombe.
Wycombe.
Whoopsie.
And which Bill's Corner?
Glenshee?
Which Bill's Corners?
Dancing pig.
Do you know that Norfolk County has 2 Bill's Corners?
Did not know.
Yeah, they have one by where you grew up.
Oh,
There's a
that's
Bill-
right too.
Oh yeah, there is
How did I
two.
know that?
And then there's
One
then
down
there's
the
one
road
here.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
That's weird.
Rick Danko grew up.
Right
That's.
by
I
the
was just gonna say that.
Satellite restaurant.
That's why I thought you said the
Yeah,
Bill's
but Sally
Corners.
Restaurant at Bill's Corners. Yeah.
Coco's.
Coco's the Roadhouse.
Yeah, man.
Oh, some good times at Coco's. They hated us there.
Holy fuck.
This is a roadhouse that would sit there like
Roadhouse.
like literally in the wintertime. It would be like a fucking, ghost. Like
Yeah, one car.
nothing happening the whole time. And then
So just like now,
a bunch of kids go to a bunch. Yeah,
except everywhere. Yeah, sorry.
I think they only really like they were there for the offshore in the area, and then
What was it, like a pub?
Not even.
not even. It was like a one room. It was kind of like a
It's like an old man's dream to have a bar.
Just to
like a
entertain
pool
people.
table and
Oh,
a
yeah,
bar
right
and stuff. It was very like nothing. So one time, everyone comes back from university and college and stuff, and it's Christmas break. We're like in our 20s, right, Kev?
Yep.
And one of our buddies has the idea to run out to all of us just agree to go to Coco's Roadhouse because it's kind of by where he lived.
It sounds badass.
And so we all go to Coco's Roadhouse, and we brought a DJ, like one of the people DJ'd, and then Everybody was having a great time.
Like
but we were
heavy boozing, though. Like
heavy boozing. Like, we cleaned him out of all of his booze.
Yeah, it was a good night for him.
So how's he running the booze program? Like kiddie system?
No, it's a regular. They're licensed.
They're licensed. Okay, so just normal.
Yeah, but he's not prepared to be
booze is
packed.
gone.
His booze is gone. Like, we didn't warn him. We didn't do anything, I don't think. I don't know if what he did. What our friend
got
did.
pissed off. That's what
The guy got mad, but we gave him so much business they didn't have enough stuff to sell us, and we started stealing
remotes.
Yeah,
TV
and
remotes.
signs off the wall and stuff.
Yeah.
Like typical kid stuff.
So everything he made, he lost.
No, not everything, but he would have had like a record night, but he would have had some damage to pay for too. It was one of those trade-off things.
Yeah.
He didn't like the trade-off. We were not allowed to come back.
I got pulled aside and he threatened to tell my dad because I lived up the road.
Oh, yeah.
And
Did he really?
So, when he ran out of booze, just bad. Everything went sour then, or what happened? Did you guys keep partying there? Or?
He was kind of kicking us out for being rowdy at that point, and he was telling us shut the music off, and
So internally, he's like, I made all my money off you guys. Get the fuck out of here.
pretty much.
Yeah.
He found a reason to shut it down because he was kind of running low. And then we all went to our buddy's place and kept
it
drinking.
going.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was better to end it that way. You know?
That
it's
is
kind of
fun.
a challenge. Once we started noticing they were getting low, it was kind of like, let's clean this out. Me and Charles used to do that all the time, go to Swazi's and then just be like, they have 1250s on the top rack. So let's me and you both like
Take
just
those.
clean that top rack out and go home.
Well, and that's the thing. If you can find somewhere after, like if you're on a hard boozing night like that you can go till there's no time limit, that's how you want to end the night, right? Like you don't want to end the night on, it's 2:00, you got to go home.
Yeah,
Get the fuck
exactly.
out. You want to be somewhere that it's like you don't even know the time. You're just drinking until you can't fucking drink anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so sorry. I just gotta quickly. It's 10:08 already, and I don't want to forget this story.
Okay.
Something happened to me this week. It's fucking magical. But I'll finish up feedback right now. And
Because I don't think we did feedback.
we didn't do it. All I want to say is you go to the website. There's an Amazon banner. You can do your Amazon shopping. If you don't see it, it's because you got ad blockers on. If you want to, you can give us money because we like money. You can do it from PayPal or Patreon. That's also on the website and all the links. If you subscribe to our YouTube page, that would be awesome. If you share an episode or tell a friend, like anything, do any of that stuff. It's great. And if you think something about the show or want to talk to us, you can do it at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, thedutchhall@gmail.com, or you can go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Find us on the socials and DM us, and we will get back to you or read your comments on the show. And thank you to everybody who's done that. What else?
Well, let's hear this story.
Yeah.
Oh, the story.
Back to it. Nice, Beef.
Thank you. So that's how you do that stuff. Thank you. The story is, yesterday I went in to get a lyscopy.
Lyscopu?
Have you ever had one of those? Do you know what it is?
I know, but it's better when you tell it.
Okay, it's when you have. Do you know what a lyscop?
I believe it's pronounced Liscapa.
Exactly, that's exactly how it is. And so, anyways, I don't know how to pronounce it either, but it's basically you get a camera up your donger, and they check out your bladder.
They better get a long one for Beef.
Ow. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
lot of
they'd have to
cable.
put a whole crew in.
You
there.
just put a visual.
Whew. You gotta get. It's like you have to put a mining crew in there, and then
It's a week-long job.
Get some cranes.
yeah, Beef's dick.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my dick is not so big, Beef. So they got to whatever they're shoving in there is a small
Toothpick?
orifice. It's well, anyways, I'm not looking forward to it. You go in.
Oh, you had this
Oh,
done?
I thought-
or-
I had it done yesterday.
Ooh.
I had this done yesterday.
and you're
God,
walking?
you look good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, this was, by all accounts, an assault. I'm not kidding you, man. It was like I felt. And so, anyways, you go in there.
You're defenseless.
I got to go in 4 different waiting rooms. And they keep juggling you waiting room to waiting room, okay? They get you in this one. They give you a bag, and they say, go in there and take off all your clothes from the waist down.
So it's a minor rape.
They go, take off all your clothes.
Pete's face.
You haven't got to the rape.
Horrified as
You haven't got to the rape yet. But this is, you go take off all your clothes.
Organized rape.
All your clothes from the waist down, but leave on your socks and shoes.
What?
They're specific?
And your underpants. Socks and shoes and underpants, but from the waist down.
So just take your pants off.
Yeah, take your pants off. Doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I say, all right. And then they give you 2 robes. Put this one on backwards, put this one on like a house coat. Okay, say, okay. Then you go in a room and you sit with a bunch of people dressed exactly like you, who are the saddest looking bunch of fucking people you're ever going to see in your life.
Oh, my God.
Everybody just looks horrified for when their name is called. And then eventually it's my turn. I got to go back in there. And then, of course, my nurses are the 2 rockets.
Nice.
Oh,
in
that's
the place.
good.
Don't give me the one that looks like your mom.
Did you get hard?
No, I didn't get hard. I didn't.
I'm just saying before this procedure, if they had to go in when you were hard, or if you're like that would.
No. I don't want to jump ahead of the story because. But anyways, I know I didn't get hard. Definitely didn't get hard. But so your waist down. So anyways, you go in this room. Then they tell you go in this other room. Then they say, I want you to take off your underpants, and I think my shoes, leave my socks on. It's like a fucking, like they're controlling me. I got to put everything in the bag, in my rape bag. It's like, and
Rubik's Cube.
So then I go on this table. I'm in my robes, but no underpants. I think because I didn't want to see me in the one waiting room without underpants on. But then they're like, you can go sit in this thing without your underpants on because we're going to need your underpants off to get at your dick. And then, so anyways, they expose my dick. The 2 girls look at it, and then they put a sheet on it.
What was their reaction when they looked at it?
They're smiling the whole fucking
Well, that's
time.
good. That's good though. That means they liked what they seen.
Not laughing.
I'm trying to help you.
Smiling, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
What kind of sheet did they put on? Like a towel?
A bed sheet.
Did it have a hole in it?
No, he just the doctor comes in.
Just peek
Sorry.
under.
The doctor comes in and he's like telling me to. He's like he peeks under. He folds it over and just like my dick's kind of like on that side, sad, looking at it.
And it's just your dick.
And my dick's like lying on the side that's facing the doctor. Man, my balls are tucked away. We're in Beavers. What are they called?
Dong show.
Dong shows.
Yeah, fuck, that would be great for this exam, man.
Yeah.
For the if I'm wearing dong shows, if they say take off your underpants, I'm like,
Don't
have
need
to worry
it.
about it, doc.
Don't worry about it.
Wearing dong shows.
You're gonna get a doctor's endorsement for your product.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking genius.
Doctor's like, fuck, who thought of these things?
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Has a big dong.
So, the doctor comes in, he's an Asian dude, nice fella, and he, they're telling me, like, I've had a zillion of these things. They go, is this your first one? I'm like, yeah, it's my first one. And he's like, oh, you're going to be able to see the whole thing. The camera's right there. You'll see the camera. You'll see everything, right? I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't want to look at your own dick being assaulted.
From the inside.
Right? Like, they show you the footage of the inside of my dick. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at, you know? Oh, pink mounds of skin. He's like, that's your prostate. Look at that, your prostate. I'm like, you know, I don't give a fuck because I don't. What's it supposed to look like?
That's
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
You're the doctor.
You can tell me that's my nose. I don't know.
Hey, Pete, I got a question. Sidebar. Since how you could potentially be seeing these rockets, did you clean up for them beforehand?
Beaver, you know what? My wife asked me the same question, and I'm glad you asked that. I was in the shower in a rush because I decided to really load up my morning full of work so that I wasn't able to think about a camera going in my dick. And so I was kind of in a rush, but I was in the shower looking. I was a bit unruly in the down belows, eh? So
Bird's nest?
So what I did was I just gave it like a rough machete.
Oh, a dry machete.
I wanted just
I
to
believe
give
it's
it like
pronounced mashata.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
look like I was trying too hard, but I didn't want any real like. So I didn't want like right to the skin, but I'm like, okay, I'll just make sure there's no like. I'm not looking like old man time down there. You know? Let it show well around the base. Around the base, I just wanted to make sure it was like I wanted it to show well.
You wanted to create,
but not trying too hard.
You wanted to create a picture,
like a 5 o'clock shadow.
I did it in like about 5 minutes in the shower. No big deal. And the girls seemed happy. They were laughing the whole time, or looking at it the whole time with smiles on their face. Like that was.
Yeah, you can't say laughing. They weren't laughing.
They weren't laughing. They were looking with smiles on their face. They had a pleasant time through.
There you go. So you did good show. Good show.
Yeah, but so then they go, okay, this is how it goes. They freeze your dick. So
No.
With what?
Well,
a needle?
Ice cube?
They don't tell me what they're doing. First of all, they numb your dick
with some cream?
With jelly.
Oh, so the dimes were numbing him?
No, the doctor did it. The dude. He puts an overhand scoop on my cock.
No way. Reversal.
Yeah, reverse hand job Pete is doing right now.
Like this.
Reverse, like
for the listeners.
When the girl, for the listeners, when the girl is like jerking you off, but she's behind your butt.
Because he just has to squeeze. He just has to
totally
jerk the lotion on him, numb it or whatever, and then right away they don't waste any time. They put that numbing lotion on and then just jam this like thing in your dick hole, and then they're going up. Like they're not wasting any time. And he's like, and so as soon as this starts happening, the one time they go, they're putting the needle in. They go, it's gonna burn. And then they're fucking shoving in your dick, and you're like, oh fuck yeah, it's burning. And then they're going. So then I close my eyes. I'm just going to close my eyes. And then they go. Then the doctor's beside me going, look at it. What are you're missing it? It's right there. Look at all the stuff. It's all. I'm like, I don't know. I just want this to be over.
Yeah.
And then
you're in the Happy Gilmore happy place, thinking of fucking putting and girls and lace underwear.
Yeah, just let me close my eyes and
Chubbs is playing the piano.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, look, your prostate. Look at it's pink, but this is pretty big. How old are you? That's too big for your age. And then I'm like, okay, I take your word for it. Then
yeah, exactly.
And then all of a sudden he's like, he says, I'm going to have to do digital examination of your prostate. And he goes, roll over on your left. So I roll over, and he shoves his finger up my ass, which is thinner than my doctor's.
You got DP'd?
literally
porn show.
literally the guy had stuck his finger in my ass, and then I roll back over like shocked that I just went through that, and then the girls come pull the tubes out of my dick, and then I'm lying there fucking Donald Ducking it on the table with my cock out, and they're both just sitting there looking at me and staring at me at the table, and I'm just sitting there lying at the table with my dick out going like, do I go? And then like
and your asshole just got fingered.
And I feel like I pissed myself through the whole exam, right? Because they say, like, you're supposed to empty your bladder. I'm like, I think that's why I'm here, is because I can't do that. And then they're like, so, and I showed that tube, and I got pissed everywhere. And then, so then you just, like, pick up your stuff in the sheet, and they throw you this crusty thing that's kind of like a towel.
Jizz rag.
To clean the jelly out of your ass. And as I found out, what comes out of your dick when you go to the bathroom. So, literally, I'm going out there with my bag of clothes into the bathroom, feeling like I've just been fucking raped, and then I go in the bathroom and I start to piss, and this is where it all became worth it. I'm pissing in the toilet, right?
Nice flow.
Like right away, I thought my bladder was empty. The guy just did a test on my bladder, said it was empty, and then I go into the bathroom and right away I'm pissing, and then I realize that the piss is kind of like, it's the jelly or whatever that they put in there that I'm pissing out. It's just the jelly, and at the end when this jelly came out, my fucking dick farted.
No way.
Queef.
I didn't even know it was possible to have a dick fart. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
No, I haven't.
Sounds like a title for an episode.
That's what I was just thinking, Kev. My dick farted.
Yeah.
My dick farted. It's the serious thing. I mean, I love comedy. I've watched it my whole life. I've never even heard a comedian tell a story about their dick farting.
Your dick queefed.
I know pussies fart, and those are funny, and regular farts are funny.
It's just air.
But dick fart, like, I didn't know it was even possible that my dick could do that.
Was it like relief after?
Yeah, and it sounded like a little trumpet, and it was it was like hilarious. I just went through this like a horrible like assault, and then my dick makes this trumpeting sound. And
Light the beacons.
I forgot about all of it. But then I got lost on the way to the hospital, and then and who do I run into but one of my assaulters, one of the nurses,
Oh,
and
no.
then she gives me erections to get out, but it was kind of like seeing one of your...
Gives you erections to get out?
She give you a pat on the back? Good job.
It's
High
pronounced erections.
Mm.
What?
She give you a good old pat on the back?
No,
Good
but she
job.
was still smiling, like she was kind of half laughing at something, and I was just wondering, like, maybe my... it always just makes you think, like, is my dick, like, embarrassing to look at? Like, or is it that they got to see my dick and they know it and they're just happy about it? Or is this nothing at all because they see so many dicks in a day?
I think that's the answer.
Yeah.
They see so many dicks.
It's just so humiliating when you have to show your dick to a stranger, don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I would have got hard just for fun.
With the doctor?
No, not with the doctor.
Beaver doesn't give a fuck.
Not with the doctor, with the two broads.
You think you could sit there and just will your dick to be hard in front of them? With all the stuff? They're like, we're going to put a camera in your dick. Wait a second, I want to show these guys my
Well, it would
boner.
have been...
He just like...
No, I would have probably just tried to look at a little bit of porn beforehand just to help
just a
get
little fluff.
mentally
There's
going.
nothing wrong with the fluff.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you the truth
Chop it
about.
up.
I'll tell you the truth about the one nurse, or whatever, the one assistant. She was walking through when I was in the waiting room with all the sad people. I was
The room of sad people.
like in the first.
That's a
waiting
stage.
Everybody's just rocking.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I realized that when
I
people
need
have,
another pair of underpants.
I realized when everyone has got their mask on, they look like someone from Norfolk County. You know what I mean? Because everyone's got their mask on, so you just see their head and their eyes. So I was going around just naming people in my head who they look like that I knew, like from local people.
Fun.
It would have passed
And
the
then
time.
it became a room of people you knew because it was kind of fun. And they, after a while, you start to like think it's them because you can't really see the rest of them because you filled the person's rest of the face in with that person's rest of the face, and then they become that person. Try it in the next time you're.
I enjoy it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've done it before.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, our one friend Ryder is really good at if you show them if you show him a stranger's picture, he can tell you two people from the local community that you can mash together to make look like.
It's pretty good.
That you know, like that you personally know.
And
Yeah.
and
Like,
we
he's
wouldn't even.
so good at it.
He's really good at it. Yeah, you show him any stranger, and he'll be like, "It's so and so and so and so." If they had a
Really?
baby,
And then you're
like,
going
"God
home and you're
damn
like,
it."
fuck, he's fucking...
"That is you
nuts.
nailed it.
Bang on.
You got it fast.
It's a real gift.
Yeah, he does it fast too.
Yeah, and it's like he sloughs it off like it's no big
Oh,
deal.
Yeah, no
really?
big deal. That's just what I did.
Never heard him do that before.
So, I was.
Pete, that was the best story of all time.
Thanks, Pete.
My dick farted.
Yeah, that was
So
the best
good.
story.
I was wondering if you wanted to end the show with the song
Yeah, sure.
because
whatever.
we forgot about the song the whole time, and you've been holding
I think we had
guitars.
such good conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Hey, you said we're going to mix it up. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah, we did it at the end for the three people who are now watching us, and the 9 people who are just a little bit behind because some people just started late,
We got 3 watching. Wow, that was a time.
and altogether it's 12
Wow.
at the end,
The number is 12.
which is pretty. You know, this is a runaway success. Anyways, without further ado, from the band Crown the Lion and the greatest band in Canadian late night history, ladies and gentlemen, please let's end the show with a Mike Bow and Wes Hagens playing. What are you playing?
We're going to play a little tune from Weezer. Wes and I have been into the 90s lately. So.
The 90s.
Hey?
Yeah, bring it right
Why
around,
wouldn't
eh?
we? Yeah.
Close a great show in the hall. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Stay safe out there, and tell your friends about the show. And until next week, we'll see you on TCU next Thursday.
The world has turned and left me here, just where I was before you appeared, and in your place, an empty space has filled the void behind my face. I just made love to your sweet memory 1,000 times in my head. You said you loved it more than ever. you just listen. You laughed enchanted by my intellect. Maybe you didn't. You remained turned away, turning further every day. The world has turned and left me here, just where I was before you appeared. And in your place, an empty space to fill the void behind my face. You remain turned away, turning further every day. The world has turned and left me here, just where I was before you appeared. And in your place, an empty space to fill the void behind my face. The world has turned and left me here, just where I was before you appeared. In your place, an empty space to fill the void behind my. Do you believe what I sing now? Do you believe what I sing now? Do you believe?
All right.
That's nice doing that at the end. Thanks, guys.
Mic drop.
Yeah, mic drop. Good show, fellas. That was fun.
Hey, that was my.
That was a lot of laughs in that one.
I was crying.
That was a good story.
I've never laughed so hard in a while. For all the negativity that's going on, man,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
fun.
I needed right there.
Well, that's what, like, you talk to a few people that are looking for something like this. That's what they're saying.
Oh,
It's like just something to laugh at, right?